Yo, what's good with y'all niggas, bro? Everybody needs a best friend, bro. You know me, man. I don't experience real life. I'm much very a figment of your imagination. And why not talk about we all witness hidden inventory. We all know what ghetto was like before.
Accusations! These are not accusations. This is false accusation.
Before the Star Plasma Vessel Toji experience just put that man in a traumatized state. Gojo and Ghetto were best friends. Now, whether that be because they were just stronger than everybody else, whether that be because they had a mutual connection, whether that be because, you know, Ghetto saw things in Gojo that Gojo didn't understand yet. For whatever reason, they were best friends. And you could say, oh, you know, they were just bullshitting around. They were just kids, you know. The importance of a best friend when it comes to anime, and you can apply this to real life for sure, is you need someone looking at you from the opposite end, the opposite spectrum, to where, you know, they see things in you that you don't see. Because let's be for real, your most devious hater is going to be yourself, unless a nigga's just dick sucking you 24/7. Let's take it over to Naruto, right? Shikamaru and Choji. You know, underrated duo, underrated friendship. Shikamaru, let's not forget, Choji was getting picked last for kickball, volleyball, playing ninja, whatever the fuck it was, tag, because he was fat. Bullying like a 6-year-old for being fat is crazy, by the way. Shikamaru, he was like, man, I don't want to play either, man. Fuck y'all lame ass niggas. I wanted to go chill with fat ass Choji. Nigga was eating them chips. You know, cool little dynamic they had, watching the clouds, all that other shit. I mean, this is where I say they see things in you that you don't see yourself. Shikamaru thought Choji was one of the coolest niggas in the world. When they went on the Sasuke retrieval mission, you know what Shikamaru said when they left Choji behind to fight Jirobo? Man, Choji got it. That's my nigga, boy. I know that nigga. Y'all may not know him like, y'all know him as the dude that wear diapers on his head and the nigga that be eating chips, you know, just going crazy. I know he got this. I know he gonna make it out alive. And the crazy part is, even Choji may think the same thing that Naruto or Neji or Kiba thought, which is like, oh, Choji's just a fat ass. He's like, yeah, I'm just a fat ass. Whatever. You know, I'll try my hardest and shit, but whatever. And Shikamaru's like, nah, boy, get your fat ass up. We know you the strongest nigga here. You better beat that nigga ass. Like, I hate to put it in such niggatry terms, but it's like, sometimes you gotta be real with a nigga. And the same way Ghetto was real with Gojo. He's like, bro, you are fucking like that. Like, you're actually the strongest nigga on this entire planet right now that exists. At 17 or 16-year-olds, however old they were in hidden inventory, Ghetto's like, bro, do you not understand? I understand. He had two different opinions or two different statements. First of all, he was like, bro, you're the strongest nigga here. Like, I know you think I'm as strong as you, but no, if we were to fight, you would kick my ass. Like, you would actually kill me. But at the same time, even though he knew his best friend was the strongest person ever, he could protect everybody, he could do things that even Ghetto acknowledged himself he couldn't do, when he said it wouldn't be crazy for you to try to achieve this dream of making everybody a sorcerer or of killing every non-sorcerer. He also acknowledged, bro, you are under way too much stress. When they were walking back to Tengen with Rika to try to stop him from evolving, this nigga, he said, bro, turn your eyes off or whatever. You know, you've have your eyes activated forever. Are you sure you want to are you sure it's a good idea to, you know, go to the beach and do all this other extra shit? And he was like, yeah, man, I'm good. You know me. I'm little Jimmy Neutron. I'm like that. You know, brain is always on and shit. And then he got fucked up. He got clapped. He got that Toji experience. Well, I bet if the nigga gets asked nowadays, or, you know, a few months ago, whatever, he would have been like, yeah, I should have listened to Ghetto. Ghetto knew more about me than anybody else did. Ghetto was the necessary person that Gojo needed to evolve. Gojo needed Ghetto. He needed Ghetto to be his heart, his soul, his humanity, you know, when they were younger. And the roles ended up being reversed. The trauma was just so deep that Ghetto went from being the humanity, the kind, you know, nice smiley guy, to being, hey, I don't give a fuck you, nigga, well, not fuck you to Gojo, but fuck the monkeys. And, you know, it was all GG's from there. And Gojo kind of, in replacement of Ghetto, from Ghetto not being there, he kind of had to pretend to be Ghetto, if that made sense. You know, when you've been with somebody for so long and you've adapted to them and always having them, it could be a real struggle. Like I'll bring the comparison in as like doing drugs, like, and then having, I forget what the word is, but when you do drugs for a while and then you don't do them, like you go through like comment the word, bro. I don't know. I'm tired as fuck right now. But he went through that kind of period, and his coping mechanism is pretending to be Geto or acting like Geto. Because when Gojo was younger, when we saw in Hidden Inventory, he was a dick. Like if that was Gojo from season, like if we saw that Gojo the whole time, he always acted like that. Most niggas would not like Gojo. He'd be like, yo, you're acting like a brat, a bitch, all this other shit. You're acting preppy as fuck. But, you know, Gojo has learned to care about people. He's learned to, you know, take care of his students, take care of other people, and always fight for everybody else. He rarely fights for himself. He's usually always fighting to protect somebody else or save people's lives. And that all really comes from Geto. And that's really what I'm saying is, when it comes to being best friends with somebody and you have a friend, you will unlock potential that you never thought you could, or you never thought about unlocking, because there is just things that you just will not see from being alone. Like, being alone does not help in the slightest. Let's even bring in fuck the whole best friend narrative, but let's bring in Naruto and Sasuke. Naruto evolved. Do you think Naruto would have evolved as much as he did and learned Sage Mode, Rasengan, win Rasen Shuriken, you know, would have dealt with Jiraiya's death and grieved correctly and done all this other adult maturity type shit when he was a teenager, without the likes of Shikamaru, Jiraiya, Iruka, Kakashi, Yamato, Gaara, Asuma, Tsunade? Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's so many people that guided Naruto and directed him in the right, you know, in the right way, to where he could evolve and he could become that guy for the Hidden Leaf and end up saving everybody. Sasuke, on the other hand, he didn't really have anybody with him. He had like colleagues, but he was not friends with niggas. He did not have niggas to learn from. Don't you think if Sasuke stayed in the village, he might not have been as physically strong, but he might have been able to deal with himself more. He could have been a more mature character. Let's say if he stayed in the Hidden Leaf, you know, by the time Itachi died, or he killed Itachi or whatever, let's say he learned the truth, Shikamaru and Naruto went through the same thing. They lost Jiraiya and Asuma. Like, do you not think that's the same exact way he could have learned from them? He could, you know, Shikamaru, you know, you don't like the nigga, could be like, hey man, I know what you feel. My nigga got clapped too. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up. If you killed yours, that's crazy work. But my nigga got clapped too, you know? And Sasuke, although he became strong as fuck, he was still immature. While Naruto was maturing, Sasuke was still kind of stuck in his 12, 13, 14-year-old mind, where he was just like, yeah, fuck Itachi and fuck everybody else. A criticism of Sasuke I hear a lot is people saying, oh, Sasuke changes on a whim so much. He always switches his mindset. He wants to be Hokage, and he wants to take revenge on his brother. Then he wants to take revenge on the Leaf. Then he wants to kill everybody, even though everybody didn't do anything to him, and it was just Danzo and the elders and shit. And it's just like, bro, you gotta understand, this man was just being manipulated from the time he was 13 to the time he was like 16 or 17. So did you expect him to grow up at all when he didn't have a Jiraiya? He didn't have an Iruka. He didn't have Kakashi anymore. Obviously, it was of a fault of his own, but he didn't have those people anymore. He didn't have those people that have been through shit, seen shit, and know exactly what he's going through. You know? If he had stayed, he could have been as mature as Naruto. He might not have been as strong, as quick as he would have been with Orochimaru, but he wouldn't. That's why he struggles so much with internally, and he's like, Naruto, get the fuck away from me, nigga. I don't like you, nigga. I don't like you. Like, you know, it's so hard for him to come to terms with his emotions and shit. And yeah, that's just where I'm at. I'm like, you know, everybody needs people. Everybody needs a friend, or you end up like Sasuke, you know, being unable to explain your emotions as a 25-year-old nigga with, you know, a neck beard, and then you're gonna be looking stupid and be like, damn, I should have listened to Stray Dreams on November 28th, 2023. But yeah, man, I'm broke as fuck. Help me not be broke as fuck in the coming days. Thank you. Goodbye. Mwah.